live. Yes, live from James Place. And we're talking
Barbershop Talk.
Yes, barbershop talk, where nothing is off limits and everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table. Barbershop Talk.
Come on, everybody. We're here at James Place.
Barbershop.
We're talking barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Where nothing's off limits.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Everything's on the table.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Everything's on the table.
Barbershop Talk Live. We're here live at Jay's Place Barbershop, 1927 Olive Road. We are here. You are there. I am glad you had a chance to join in with us. But listen, this is the first show of 2025. Listen, it's going to be a great year. I already see it. I feel it. I know it's going to be a great year. So listen, before I get started, let you know who we got on our guest tonight. I want to say thank you. Thank you to the Barbershop Talk Live world. Thank you for tuning in to Barbershop Talk Live for all these weeks, for all these months. It seems like an eternity. Again, thank you for allowing me to be in your house, on your smartwatch, on your iPad, just in your bedroom, wherever you watch a Barbershop Talk Live tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Barbershop Talk Live. And listen, like and subscribe to our Facebook page, like and subscribe to our YouTube page. Again, we appreciate you. The crew, the staff of Barbershop Talk Live, they just told me to give you an old-fashioned grandma hug, so I'm going to give it to you now. Thank you again for tuning in to Barbershop Talk Live. But listen, as you know, and I know, this program would be nothing without supporters, without the people behind the scene that's putting this program together. So I want to give a special shout out to our good supporters, Beverly's Body Butter, right here in Augusta, Georgia, Demetrius Johnson, a great product she has, Whip Senate Shea Butter. Again, that is Whip Senate Shea Butter. She specializes in all kind of flavors, coconut, peach, mango, tropical paradise, island paradise, strawberry. I urge you to get in contact with her. Call at 706-564-5335. Again, that's 706-564-5335. Again, Demetrius Johnson, Beverly's Body Butter. You got TikTok? She has a TikTok. Hit up on TikTok, which is Melon Queen 1976. Again, my good friend Demetrius Johnson, Beverly's Body Butter. And also, don't you forget about my also good friend of mine, Alan Odom. Alan Odom is also a supporter of Barbershop Talk Live right here in Augusta, Georgia. Has a company called Pond Maintenance. Been doing this thing for a long time. He specializes in tree demolition removal, pond maintenance, and also cut your grass. So call him also at 706-294-8493. Again, that's 706-294-8493. Pond Maintenance. Tell him John from Jay's Place Barbershop Talk Live. Say, man, give me the deal. He will give it to you. Great person to be around. Great product that he has. Again, call him at 706-294-8493. Alan Odom with Palm Maintenance. Listen, if you're looking for a business, you're looking to open up a business, you're looking to improve your business, you're looking to expand your business, call my good friend or get in contact with my good friend, Ronique West. Ronique West and Shagrayla Hammond, right here in Augusta, Georgia. Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. Again, you can go to mygabc.org. You can sign up. Again, the great help they have for your business. Again, that's mygabc.org. Again, right here in Augusta, Georgia, specializes in expansion, improvement, overall of your business from your financial needs, your tax needs, and just overall knowing how to make your business bigger and better. So again, call my good friend or go online. It's mygabc.org, right here in Augusta, Georgia, Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. You'll be not disappointed how your business will flourish. Again, Barbershop Talk Live is always glad to have you on our side, listening to what we do, talking about what we're talking about. We are here to let the people know what's going on. We're here to give you information. We're here to expand your thought process. We are here to educate you. See, don't forget, Barbershop Talk Live is always live. So listen, don't forget about February the 15th. While it's on my mind, I want to make sure you circle this on your calendar, cross it out, dot it out, stamp it out. February the 15th is a grown and sexy party we're putting together right here in Augusta, Georgia at Elks Lodge. Also, my good friend DJ J. Will will be the one to supply the music. You can also give him a call at 803-215-3838. Again, that's 215-383. Right here in Augusta, Georgia, so grown and sexy. February the 15th, get yourself ready. Let's get grown and sexy. Again, check it out. There's information on the screen. I urge you to be a part of this. Some people say there's nothing going on in Augusta. Shame on you if you say that there's always something going on in Augusta to be a part of, always something that you can support. Again, Barbershop Talk Live is always live. We're here for the people because, again, the people want to know. Listen, again, tonight is our first night of 2025 Barbershop Talk Live special edition of podcast. We are putting this show together for you. We are putting it together for you, so I urge you to call a friend, call your coworkers, call your neighbors, call your enemies. Tune in to Barbershop Talk Live. We got a special guest in our hot seat tonight, none other than the Burke County's own. I'm talking about, did I say Burke County? I meant to say the bird dog capital of the world. The bird dog capital of the world. You know who he is. You seen him around town. You seen him at the red lights. You seen him on the Harley. And he also got a big old truck I didn't know he got. So listen, without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you, and also tell you who he is. I can't tell it like he said it. I'm talking about my good friend, Alfonzo. Burke County's own Sheriff Alfonzo Williams. How you doing?
I'm great, brother. Good to see you, man. Good to be here on the show.
Good to see you,
I understand I'm the first guest in 2025.
You are the first.
I'm honored to be here, man. Thank you.
First. Now listen, do you know we had to shuffle some folks around to make sure you are the first on Barbershop Talk Live?
I don't want to be the last either. So it's good to be here.
Good to see
be
you,
here, man. I'm excited. Thank
man,
you.
It's good.
It's good to be back. I was here before the election.
Right.
We talked about that maybe earlier in last year.
Right.
And we got the election over.
Okay.
Reelected with 72% of the vote. The electorate there likes us. They appreciate the job we're doing.
Okay.
We're changing lives.
What? Now, let me catch you. Can I catch you?
Right, you can catch me.
You said something wrong.
What did I say wrong?
72%. I heard it was 73%. Don't shortchange
Okay,
yourself.
72, 73.
Okay.
Overwhelming majority.
Overwhelming majority. There
Overwhelming majority. There
There
we
you
go.
go.
I'm not good with numbers. 72, 73. I'll take 73. Man.
I had a word.
All right.
It's good to see you.
It's good to be here, brother.
You're looking good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, in my eyes deceive me, but you slimming down.
I've lost about 125 pounds.
Okay.
On medicine. I'm not doing it naturally. Manjaro has been good to me, and
Okay.
it's helped me get in better shape, shed some weight, and I'm happy for it.
Okay.
Clothes are a little smaller.
Okay.
Head still big. It is what it is.
I ain't said it, you
Good
said
stuff.
it.
Well, I know you was thinking it. You're a barbershop guy.
Right.
I know you looked at my head when I walked in.
I saw your head. And you need a haircut. You need a haircut.
It's good to be here, man.
Man,
good
listen,
to be with you, bro.
again, I am honored for you to come to be our first guest in 2025. And again, for you to be in the presence is honorable. I believe that we're doing something right because, again, you took the time out your crazy busy schedule.
We're going to do it. You asked me to be here. This is where all the who's who comes.
I'm telling you.
How could I say no?
I appreciate
I've
it.
watched the people. You had the mayor of Augusta on.
Yeah. I mean, from the
Yeah.
commissioner to the mayor to the, you name it.
I'm here.
You here.
All right.
Now-
I know you got some tough questions for me.
No, see the crazy part about it, I know you got tough questions for me.
No,
Because-
I came to answer your question.
I saw the question in your back pocket. I didn't want to let you know I saw the question in your back pocket, so I got to get ready. Barbershop Talk Live, listen, I want you to get ready to get into this conversation that we have with our own Burke County Sheriff, Alfonzo Williams, because, again, this is a question that I want you to get your chance to answer. So you got any comments, you got any questions, make sure you get a call, 706-426-1533. Again, that's 706-426-1533. Call us with all your comments, with all your concerns, with all your questions. And as I heard before, no questions off limit.
No question is off limit.
No questions off
No
limit.
questions.
Okay. Well, that's
You ask what you want, I'm always be straightforward with you. I'm gonna meet it head on and tackle whatever comes up.
okay. Now I got a simple question. This question is so simple. The people of Barbershop Talk Live world, they know the answer,
All right.
and I know you know the answer.
Okay.
A man of your caliber, you know the answer to this question. And remember now, folks, this is simple. This is a simple question. I don't want to.
Sounds like a setup, but go
Well,
ahead.
I don't want to throw you off your game too much, but this question is so simple. You can't get it wrong.
All right, let's hear it.
You ready for this question?
I'm ready.
Barbershop Talk Live world. Here's the question: do you know where I'm from?
You are from Ware County, Waycross, Georgia?
Okay.
Yeah. Right?
You're right.
Yeah.
So you did
that's
some
what I'm-
homework.
Yeah. Well, I know that y'all like to say that y'all are the largest county in the state of Georgia.
There you go.
We like to say in Burke County that we're the second largest.
I take that.
So when we say that Ware County is the largest, we follow that up by saying, but it's mostly swampland, so it doesn't count.
Barbershop Talk Live, we're going to commercial break early. We're going to go. Well, swampland counts. Swampland counts.
We can't patrol it.
Yeah, well,
like
you know,
we need to.
no, you can't patrol. That's what the gate is for. That's what the gate is. Let the gators do what they do.
They do what they do. Yeah.
Well, again, Burke County is a pretty large county.
Second largest in the state of Georgia, 835 square miles.
There you go. So
Only 25,000 people.
okay.
Everybody knows everybody.
Everybody know everybody.
Everybody knows everybody's business.
And that's a good thing sometimes.
And if they don't know it, they make it up.
They'll make it up. They'll make it up. So we are here to let the people know that you are still here in the city, you're still in the county, you're still doing what you're supposed to do and what you've been elected to do. Now, this is something that I've been amazed at, because when you say the 73% the vote that you got, that's an overwhelming majority of the vote.
It is.
Overwhelming majority. Now, here's another simple question, Alfonzo. Again, Barbershop Talk Live World, when they told me, when I told them that you was coming on Barbershop Talk Live and you would be the first guest on Barbershop Talk Live, they gave me a series of questions.
Okay.
And I try to use my memory to the best I can, but sometimes I forget some stuff.
I'll help you.
That's sometimes I forget. So I have to jot this stuff down.
Okay.
So I jot my little notes. So I'm going to show you my notes.
All right.
These are my notes.
All right.
So
That's all?
you see, these are my notes.
That's all you got.
I just got 5 good questions for you.
That's good.
So here's my first question.
All right. Let's take it.
When you realize that you have got 73% of the vote and you'll be the next sheriff of Burke County, first of all, what did that feel like?
Exhilarating, a sense of appreciation, humility.
Okay.
We know that we have been responsive to the people. We have served the people.
Okay.
My favorite Bible verse says that the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve. Matthew 20:28. And I espouse service to mankind every day, all day. That's who I am. It's the very essence of who I am. It's what we have done in Burke County for the last 8 years.
Okay.
It's what I'm going to do for the next 4.
Okay.
So we were not surprised. I didn't do it alone. I've got a great team.
Okay.
You know, and I don't run from it, that I have been marred by a lot of negativity over the last year and a half.
Okay.
Some of the media has not been very good to me at all.
Okay.
And some I take responsibility for, some is not deserving. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm not complaining about it. We take it as it comes every day.
Okay.
And to win with 73% of the vote, despite a year and a half of a very organized campaign against us, to have the people have my back the way I've had theirs speaks volumes about who we are, what we believe, what we espouse, and the team that we have. I'm grateful for my team. I'm grateful for the people of Burke County that have trusted me. The ones that didn't vote for me, I'm working every day to earn their support.
Okay. Okay. Now, you mentioned the Bible verse, and I like the fact that you are a God-fearing man.
I am.
You believe.
I do.
You
Yes.
believe. And that says a lot, because, again, when you have a person in your position, and once they hear that your person is a God-fearing man and they believe, you got my vote already.
Yep.
I couldn't even vote for you, but you got my vote. So let me pick it back up what you're saying when you said the Bible verse. What did you mean when you hear Romans chapter 13, verse 1 and verse 2? Romans chapter 13, verse 1 and verse 2. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with that verse or not, but I'm going to tell you just a simple verse. Simple verse, and it says, God chooses the leaders. God chooses the leaders. Romans 13, verse 1 and verse 2. God chooses the leaders. So do you believe you was chosen for this position, even though you had to run the campaign and do all of that?
I certainly do.
Okay.
Look, you couldn't do what I do every day if you were not chosen.
Okay.
When you are vilified, crucified, used and abused, when you have to work with folks that you know don't like you, don't support you, when you have to read social media every day, and I thank God that I have the ability to read it, see it, don't see it, don't lose any sleep over it.
Right.
I have no concern about what people think about me or what their opinions are. That is only because I'm connected to God. And sometimes I think I don't have to live this public life.
Right.
I don't have to subject my wife and my daughter to, look, I'm in the news today,
Okay.
and it's not very favorable.
You're in the news
at
today?
all. And you know it. You know it.
Yeah.
But my wife doesn't deserve it. My daughter doesn't deserve it. My family doesn't deserve it. But I am not perfect. But I have not done what I'm accused of. but I'm here,
Okay.
and I'm working,
Okay.
and I'm not embarrassed about what I do. I am good to people. I am intentional about serving mankind.
Okay.
Not my kind, not your kind, mankind.
Okay.
I support those who vote for me, those who don't. In
Okay.
fact, I don't know who votes for me and who doesn't.
Okay.
I don't get to see a list of who votes.
Okay.
I voted for myself.
Right.
I would like to think my wife voted for me.
Okay.
I hope she did,
Right.
but I'll never get to see that.
Right.
So I don't worry about who voted for me, who didn't vote for me. I don't do favors for those who like me or contribute to my campaign or those. It's just whatever I can do to help
Okay.
mankind.
Okay.
Black, white, rich, poor. I don't care who you are, what you are, have not. I've been accused quite often, oh, he only helps affluent whites. I don't know where that came from.
Right.
I do know where it came from, but it's just not true. That's not who I am. If you call me and I can help you, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
And that's just who I am. So to get back to the question, to answer the question, sometimes I say I don't have to live this public life. I drive down I-16 in Savannah and I see all those cranes out there building the new car manufacturing place.
Right.
And I say, why don't I just pack up and leave
Right.
and go get a job there and make a decent salary
Right.
and go put a widget on the car and go home.
Right.
And my phone doesn't ring 150 times a day.
Right. Right.
And I don't have to be subjected to all of the opinions of people on social media
Right.
and the ugliness that is spewed about me on Channel 12 and in the local newspaper in Waynesboro, the True Citizen. They've been very ugly, very vitriolic,
Okay.
very opinionated, very slanted in their reporting, very jaundiced reporting, complete lies.
Okay.
I don't have to live like that except God has appointed me for such a time as this.
Okay.
And nobody else can do it the way I do it. And so when I want to leave, Lord said, I have appointed you. This is your season.
This your season.
And never once, John, never once have I said, Lord, I've had enough.
Right.
Lord, why am I going through this?
Right.
Lord, it's been a year and a half. Why don't you get them off my back?
Right.
I'm kind of like, was the prophet in the Bible who said,
These
though they
thorns.
slay me,
Right.
yet will I trust him.
Right.
You asked, was I appointed for this position? I am appointed for this position. I couldn't leave if I wanted to.
Okay. Okay.
I'm there because he has appointed me for such a time as this, and I'm going to be there until he decides to move me. Whatever that is, whenever that is. I had some very trying times coming up to the election, and my leadership team was saying, don't make that decision right now. We got an election coming.
Right.
You really think I'm afraid of the election?
Right.
If God wants me to be there, I'm going to be there.
I'll be there.
No matter the decisions I make. I don't make decisions based on, a person said this to me 8 years ago and I've never forgotten it.
Okay.
He said, if you spend time doing your job rather than trying to keep your job, you will keep your job because you're doing your job.
Do your job.
And I left sheriff school that day, that Friday afternoon, thinking that makes more sense than anything I've heard.
Right. Just do what's right.
Do what's right.
Right.
And my mother said, no matter what happens, you stay faithful to God and you do the right thing.
Okay.
Don't say you faithful to God if you're not doing the right thing. And so every day I'm intentional about going to work and serving mankind. And you know, today I'm in the news about a sexual harassment allegation. It's a legal matter that I cannot discuss.
Right.
What I can say is the Equal Opportunity Commission, the EEOC, which is a federal entity, has found that there was nothing to it and dismissed the case. And I can tell you that I have never, ever, ever in my life, ever sexually harassed anybody. I have never done that. That's all I can say. I can't get into it any further. People are going to have their opinions. People are going to say what they want to say. No matter what I say on your show or on social media or any other media outlet, those who support me are going to support me. Those who are against me are going to be against me. There's nothing I can say tonight or in any other fashion that's going to change that.
Okay.
To me, John, people are always in search of truth or doubt.
Right.
People who are in search of truth are going to go look for truth.
Right.
People who are in search of doubt are going to go look for doubt. No matter what I say, no matter what I do,
Right.
no matter what the evidence says, no matter what the story says, no matter what slant is to it.
Can't do enough.
Those who are behind me, who know me, who support me, who have been with me, they know who I am. They know that I'm a sinner. They know that I fall short of God's glory.
Right.
They're going to be with me. Those who are against me, no matter what I do. We can go outside now, and there's all the roads are wet, and all the there's raindrops on top of the cars.
Right.
A person who's in search of truth is probably going to say, it's been raining.
Right.
People in search of doubt are going to say, maybe the fire department came by and washed our cars for us.
Okay.
Truth or doubt.
Right, either way. Well, you know what? You made me think about something, and it's kind of crazy that you said that. When do you think you started campaigning? When did you start?
Every day.
You started complaining every day.
Campaigning.
So, campaigning.
Not complaining.
No, campaigning.
Campaigning. I started campaigning in 2016, and I haven't stopped.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay.
You're campaigning every
So
day.
watch this in now, Alfonso.
Okay.
I believe you campaigning at the age of accountability. I think you started campaigning at the age of accountability, and the reason why I say that because growing up, your mom and daddy taught you right from wrong. You kept that same, growing up. So whenever the people, whenever the community, whenever the church members see you, you was on point. You did what your mama and daddy told you to do, and the way they raised you.
And some things they told me not to do.
Yeah, as growing up, you're gonna kind of sway a little bit. So as time went by, you got older, you still was raised in the same way. You still kept the same values. So when people say that's that Williams boy,
Right.
that boy, I know that boy right there. He all right. He
Got some good stuff.
Some good stuff. So now when the time comes where you want to get into these positions, with these different offices and all these different positions like the sheriff office and security, whatever you want to get, they say, oh, I know that guy right there. I know his mom, know his dad, know his people. So
Right.
we're good. I'm gonna support him. So you really started campaigning at the age of accountability.
I'll take that.
You take that?
Yeah, I'll take that.
That makes sense.
Makes
Okay.
a lot of sense.
Make a lot of
I hadn't
sense.
thought about it that way, but
Yeah,
that makes sense.
at age of accountability.
Yeah.
Barbershop Talk Live again. You want to get into this conversation, please, man, please, sir. Give us a call at 706-426-1533. Again, that's 706-426-1533. No question is off limits. Listen, don't tell me the people want to know. Burke got his own sheriff is in the hot seat, so he got all the questions you want to ask. He'll answer any and every question. Again, we are live. We're looking forward to hear from you again. Call us. Looking forward to see you. Alfonso, I got another question. Can I jump down to question 6?
All right, we'll take question 6.
Go to question 6. I can't not
I hope
make-
you can interpret what's there. I can't see
Well, I mean, I try to, my memory slips sometimes. I have to write this stuff down. And we want to talk about question 6, and you already mentioned it already.
All right.
You mentioned question 6 already.
Okay.
You said service.
Yes.
Service. Service is a small, big word. Small,
big
big word. So when you say service in your line of work, it's kind of two-sided, because how you gonna give me service when then sometimes the job that you in are known for not protecting. The job that you in is known for not serving. The job that you in are known for not being around when we need you. And you telling the people, the barbershop talk that you are here to serve. But again, we found so many police brutality cases going on. We found so many officers shooting the citizens. We found so many cases of all this stuff going on. Be like, and you gonna tell me, but you ain't telling me. You telling the people in the barbershop talk world, you're here to serve. How can you serve when we got more cases coming up? I mean, we're talking about the stuff that happens, but you ain't serving it. You hurting us. You're killing us. Not you. I'm just saying in the whole sense of it. So
Yeah, let me say this. Look, there should never be a time when, in law enforcement, when we're not serving. The very essence of who we are is to serve and protect.
Okay.
That's who we are. That's what we do. We have millions of interactions with the public every day. Millions.
Okay.
Now, if one goes bad, that's too many.
Okay.
Because somebody's rights have been violated. We should never do anything in this business that we'll later have to apologize for.
Okay. Okay.
I hope that's the case, but sometimes it happens. Look, doctors kill more people every day than police ever will.
Okay.
It's just not played out on live television.
Right.
And there's no camera in the operating room.
Right.
I love doctors.
Right.
I respect them.
Right.
You'll never hear me call a doctor by his first name. So it's not a matter of disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm simply saying to you, every profession has good and bad.
Okay.
Doctors take the lives of people every day. They take off the wrong leg. They do something to their arrogance causes somebody to pass away. The nurse is going to lie for them, and you never hear anything about it. It's not played out on national television.
Right.
Violence never looked good, ever. It just doesn't.
Right.
But our profession have human beings like every other profession. There's good barbers, there's good doctors,
Right.
there's good lawyers,
Right.
but there's bad in all those
all that.
respects.
Right.
And if there's one bad case, it's too many.
Too many.
It's too many.
Right.
It's incumbent upon each of us to take responsibility for our profession and do the right thing.
Okay.
And I try to do that every day. And you hope for the best. I say we're serving. We're the only sheriff that you know of in the CSRA. We have put a homeschool diploma in the hands of 150 people in 2024.
Okay.
150 people.
Okay.
We had grandmas and moms and grandchildren all graduating together.
Okay.
We have given them the sustenance that they need to go and get a job and take care of themselves and feed their families. And we think that by educating them and giving them the sustenance that they need to go to work, they can take care of themselves. And if they take care of themselves, they don't have to take from others. And if they don't take from others, they don't get a criminal record.
Right,
And if they don't get a criminal record, their children and their grandchildren will see the importance of education.
Right.
Because, John, I don't care what it is in life. Drugs, teen pregnancy, homelessness, bigotry, racism, ignorance. I don't care what it is in the world. The only way, there ain't but one way to fix all of those societal ills.
Okay.
One way.
Education.
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 Education. Education. That's the key.
It could be spiritual education.
Right.
Somebody needs Jesus.
Right.
We all need Jesus.
Right.
Somebody needs an academic education.
Right.
Somebody needs a technical school education.
Right.
It's education.
Education.
And that's the only way to fix societal ills. We are putting the diploma in the hands of people. We are changing lives every day.
Okay.
You wonder why I can pay attention to social media ignorance and still stand up and do what I do every day? Because we are changing lives. And I am intentional about doing it.
Barbershop Talk Live, again, I urge you to get into this conversation. It's getting a great conversation that we haven't thus far. Call us, 706-426-1533. Again, that's 706-426-1533. You got a question for myself or a question for our guest tonight, Burke County's own Sheriff Alfonzo Williams. Please, man, please, Sheriff. If you don't want to call us, put the question on the screen. We'll make sure we answer all questions. No questions off limits. We're looking forward to hear from you. Looking forward to seeing you also. Type the name. Again, Barbershop Talk is always live. But listen, Alfonzo, before we go to our commercial break, I wanted to ask another question.
Yes.
And these are not my questions. I would never ask these questions to you because I feel embarrassed asking them, but I would never ask these questions to you. But the people want to know.
The people want to know.
The
Let's
people
tell
wanna
them
know.
what they want to know.
The people want to know. The people want to know, since 2000, the end of 2024, and now we're embarking on another 2025, another year, there has been an influx of movement. There's been movement going on to the point where people are leaving Burke County Sheriff Department and they're coming over to Richmond County Sheriff Department, or they're going over to Columbia County Sheriff Department. They're going to all the other different agencies. Now, we're going back to what you said a few minutes ago, service. So what is the service that the Burke County people are getting now that they not getting to the point where they come into Richmond County, or they coming to Columbia County, or they're going to the other surrounding counties? Now remember, Alfonso, I know the answer what you're going to tell me. I'm good on you already told me. I already saw it. But the people want to know, what's going on.
Let's tell the people.
Tell the people what's going on.
You hear law enforcement executives sometimes say things like, well, people are leaving us because of the pay. People rarely quit jobs because of pay. They know what the pay is when they take the job.
Okay.
Usually they're leaving bad bosses. You've heard the saying, people don't quit jobs, they quit bosses.
Quit bosses, right.
Sometimes that's the case. Maybe I had a young guy leave, 1 year of experience, 26 years old. You saw that it was all over the news where they purported that I made some wrong decision in a domestic violence situation, and this 26-year-old kid with 1 year of experience trying to tell me the law, he didn't know the law himself, didn't like the decision I made, he left.
Right.
In his mind, he left because I was a bad boss.
Right.
In my mind, I fired him because he violated policy, and after I reasoned with him and got him to understand the law, he stayed for another week, and then after that week, I had to get rid of him. There was nothing wrong, sinister about anything we did. Okay. Everything we did was above board.
Okay.
We had 11 people, 11 of our 140 people left to come to Augusta. My mother would say a new broom sweeps clean.
Okay.
We got a new sheriff in town.
Right.
I met with Sheriff Gino when he won the primary and said to him, I don't care how many people you take. You don't even have to call me to ask. You take as many as you want.
Okay.
If it works for them and it works for their family, it works for me.
Okay.
As a leader, I'm an orthodox leader. I'm different from most leaders that you're going to meet.
Okay.
People are always trying to hoard good people, trying to keep them down. If I'm going to keep you down, I got to stay down with you.
Yeah, sit down with you. Right.
I can't hold you down if I'm up.
Right.
My job as a leader is to grow future leaders.
Okay.
I'm not, yes, part of my job is to recruit, hire, train, and retain the best qualified people that Burke County can afford.
Okay.
But anybody who wants to leave, I'm not going to try to talk them into staying.
Okay.
Because it's my job as a leader to help them grow professionally,
Right.
even if it's not with me.
If it's moving on,
Now,
it's
when
moving
you leave my employ, you're going to know what the hell you're doing. You're going to know what you're talking about.
Right.
You're going to have some training. You're not going to stay with us if you're not going to train.
on. Right.
We're going to help you get where you need to be. That's what a leader does.
That's what a leader does.
It's my job to mentor and encourage and inspire and grow and nurture and cultivate and expose people.
Okay.
That's what I do every day.
Okay.
That's what a good leader does.
That's what it does.
I'm not selfish. I'm not selfish. So if those folks want to leave because it's better for their families, if they want to leave because they're closer to home, they don't want to make the 40-minute drive to Burke County, if it works for them, it works for me. I don't consider it disloyalty.
Okay.
Most leaders you meet, if people, I gave you a job a year ago and you're leaving already. I've invested in you. I bought uniforms.
Right.
I was good to you.
Right.
When you didn't have a job, I gave you a job. And then they expect blind loyalty.
Right.
As if, to me, if it works for you and it works for your family, I'm going to support it.
Okay.
And every person that left us, all 11, I said to them, if it works for you, I'm happy for you. I want to have a good relationship when you go next door to work for Sheriff Gino.
Okay.
I want to be able to pick up the phone and call you.
Okay.
If they were worth anything and they want to come back, we'll talk about it if they want to come back.
Okay.
And if it works for them and they don't want to come back, I'm happy with that too.
Either way.
It's opportunity. It's opportunity. And every person that has worked with me, you'll never hear me say somebody worked for me or worked under me. I don't talk like that.
Okay.
I introduce my coworkers as my coworkers or my colleagues.
Okay.
You'll never hear me say something like, I got 140 people under me. That's down talking people. They know that.
Right.
All these people who leave will tell you how I am. I'm not telling you something that I don't espouse every day. I want to help them. I want to grow them. I want to be a part of it. If they come to Richmond County and do a good job for Sheriff Gino, I want Sheriff Gino to know that they came from good stock.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
you heard leaders say things like, well, if I leave, this place will fall apart. That's because you're a horrible leader. I'm not a horrible leader. I'm growing leaders. I'm inspiring and encouraging and nurturing and cultivating and growing. And I can wrap those words off because I say them every day in the organization.
Right. You practice what you preach.
That's why they left. They took 11 from us. They took 23 from the marshal's office. They took 1 or 2 from Columbia County, 1 or 2 from Jefferson, 1 or 2 from Jenkins. People are doing what works for them. All of us are pulling from the same pool.
Right.
I don't care where you are in the CSRA, we're all pulling on the same people. Burke County, Plant Vogel, Jenkins County, Jefferson County, Emmanuel County, Washington County, Richmond County, Columbia County. There's not a bunch of certified law enforcement officers out there that don't have a job unless they've been fired and run off from everywhere and nobody wants them.
Right.
We're all jockeying for the same people.
And you know, they also took one of my barbers. So Barbershop Talk Live, I want you to get in contact with, if you need a barbershop, you want to come. No. Listen, Gino.
He took one of yours.
Took one of my barbers of Richmond County Sheriff Department. They are there now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just messing with you. Listen, we got to go to commercial break. Can we go to commercial break, pay a
Let's go
bill?
to commercial break.
We got to pay a bill.
We want to pay the bill.
I got to pay a bill.
All right.
Barbershop Talk Live. Listen, thank you for tuning in. Thus far, we got to take a commercial break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, watch the screen. My good friend Teddy Moore has a company called Epic Health and Wellness. Again, it's called Epic Health and Wellness. Watch what he's talking about. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Listen for more information. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Thank you.
I went and used the cream and put it on both knees. I'm telling you right now, this is an amazing product. I was less than 5 minutes. I was jumping up and down, moving side to side, and next thing I know it, hey, no pain.
I've been avoiding stairs. I've been limping when I'm walking and stuff. I put some of this cream on, and now I can walk with a normal stride. It's incredible.
I took some and rubbed it on my knee there. And I guess maybe about 5 or 10 minutes afterwards, my knee stopped hurting. And I said, well, hey, this stuff's pretty good here.
I don't have pains anymore. And I said, what is this beautiful product? And I can't wait to see it full-blown in action.
The first thing I noticed was that it was just a really cool kind of soothing sensation. And then within about maybe 10 to 15 seconds, the stiffness was gone. It definitely felt more loose.
I was feeling fantastic. I highly recommend it. I'm looking forward to share with everybody. This is incredible.
I just put some of the cream on my hip, and guess what? The pain is gone. This is gonna be a game changer for people. If you know anybody 40 or over, guess what? They got pains and aches, and we're gonna be able to help them. So it's for real, it works, and I just can't wait to get back home and help other people.
Barbershop Talk Live. We're back live at Jay's Place Barbershop. We are at 1927 Olive Road. Listen, that's my good friend Teddy Moore with a company called Epic Health and Wellness. Again, get in contact with him. Make sure you understand what he's doing for your health, for your wealth, your spiritual needs, your mental needs, and also your financial needs. Again, my good friend Teddy Moore right here in Augusta, Georgia. Epic Health and Wellness. Again, pay attention to what he's doing. So listen, thank you for tuning in to Barbershop Talk Live. We got a crazy conversation thus far. We are talking about some stuff that I hope you didn't know, and I hope you did know. But if you didn't know, my good friend Alfonzo, Sheriff Burke County's own Sheriff Alfonzo Williams is here to let you know what's going on, because again, this conversation is getting heated. It is getting heated. You want to get into this conversation? Call us. Call us at 706-426-1533. Again, that's 706-426-1533. Whatever you want to talk about. If it's on your mind, let's talk about it. Again, I don't want to know. Don't tell me what's on your mind. The people want to know what's on your mind. So again, Alfonzo, Sheriff Burke County's own Alfonzo Williams, you good?
I'm good, bro.
Man, listen, this conversation thus far is enlightening.
Let's do it.
This conversation thus far is, man, I'm telling you, because again, you have told us some stuff that the people want to know.
If they want to know, I want them to know. Can I put my phone number out there?
I don't have a problem with it.
I've always done that. If somebody has a question for me, my personal cell phone number is 706-589-1163. 706-589-1163. There's 25,000 people in Burke County.
Okay.
Probably over half of them have my number.
Okay.
When you see these news reports of things like, well, they were in the backseat of the patrol car and they called the sheriff. In a town of 25,000 people, everybody knows the sheriff's number.
Right.
I happen to answer when I can.
Right.
I don't return every call. I get 150 calls a day.
Right.
I do the best I can.
Right.
I want people to call when they get in trouble. So when you hear these reports, oh, he let somebody out of jail, or it's what we do.
That's what you do. You just go by the law.
Somebody gets a ticket, they're going to call the sheriff and say, can I get some help?
Right.
That's what we do.
Right.
Why would you elect a sheriff that's not going to be responsive and supportive and help you?
Okay.
I didn't say enable you. I said help you.
Now, Fonzo, can I call you Fonzo?
You can call me Fonzo. That's what everybody in Burke County calls me.
Okay. You everybody cousin.
Yeah.
You everybody
Well,
big brother.
at least when you get pulled over.
So again, I'm good on this answer that you're about to give me, because I know. But the people of Barbershop Talk Live, they want to know, how do you really handle it? When I say handle it, how do you really handle? Now don't give us the educational pretty answer. Don't give us that stuff. I wanted you to give me the playground answer. I wanted you to give me the barbershop answer. I wanted to give me the sitting on the corner answer. I want the people want to know, how do you handle the negativity of stuff that goes on in Burke County? And when I'm referring to the negativity, you just did some stuff that people say you crazy for doing. You know what you just did? You just hired at least 3 people. 3 people. I'm talking about an IT person, a chief of staff. I'm talking about the person that you hired. They say, why you hired him? Yeah. Why you hired her? Why you hired him? What are you doing? Because again, you got to know that the people that you hired, some of them might have had some baggage. Yeah. Some of them might have had some bad publicity. Some of them might have had some bad, talk.
Might be talking about my friend Richard Elam, who
I didn't see it.
Taught me. I said it.
Okay.
I said it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not going to run away from anything I do.
Okay.
And everything I do, I can justify.
Okay.
Everything, and I'll take ownership of it. My good friend Richard Elam, I've known for 35 years.
Okay.
when I was 19 years old, graduated high school, and I was 19 because I liked 7th grade, so I stayed twice. But I got it together after that, after my mother didn't kill me.
Okay.
My second year in 7th grade through 12th, A's and B's, no trouble. I got it together.
Got it together. Okay.
I hired my good friend Richard Edom, who at 19 years old took me under his wing right here in Augusta, the streets in the city of Augusta, taught me everything I know.
Okay.
And I'm the person I am today because of his leadership and his guidance. And he got sloppy with paperwork and made a bad decision.
Right.
I'm a second chance person.
Right.
And if I can work to change people's lives and improve people's quality of life, that's what I do. That's the very essence of who I am. And you know, we worked on that for 4 months.
Okay.
We knew there would be naysayers. We knew that people would criticize me. People would say, what the hell is he doing?
What are you doing?
What I'm doing is changing lives every day. Okay. Not only, you remember I said earlier, not just my kind or your kind,
right.
Mankind.
Mankind.
I'm doing it inside the agency. I'm doing it outside the agency.
Okay.
I'm doing it for people who made mistakes and for people who make mistakes but they don't want anybody to know about them.
Right.
Doesn't matter. We all fall short of the glory.
Okay.
Remember when they were about to stone the woman to death in the Bible?
Right.
Jesus said, he who is without sin cast the first stone. Who was the very first to put their rocks down and turn and go the other direction? The elders.
Right.
The elders. The people with wisdom.
Right.
Not the young folk who make you believe that they're all ethical and that they do no wrong and that they're perfect in every way, but the people who had made mistakes, the people who had wisdom. They were the first to put down their rocks and turn and go back.
Okay.
I'm one such person.
Okay. Now, Alfonzo, for those persons that didn't vote for you in 2024, now you just started a new term that you got some folks in Alexander, you got some folks in Midville, you got some folks in all the little small towns that say, I don't want to fool with him. He didn't do this for me. He didn't do that for me. So what do you have, or what's your plan moving forward for 2025 to get those ones that didn't vote for you to vote for you this particular time, or support you, or believe that what you're doing is right for the city, right for the county? Because again, 2025 is a whole new time that you're looking at. So again, from 2024 to 2025, what's the plan?
Our plan is to continue. Our plan is to be consistent, to be fair, to be objective, to be a servant of mankind, to keep them safe, to provide opportunities, to be intentional every single day about changing lives for the better. That's what we're doing. So whether you like me or not.
So your plan is simple.
It really is simple.
It's simple.
It really is simple.
Okay.
It is to figure out. Look, we don't tolerate crime. We have crime, but not a whole lot. We have some, but people feel safe. People can come and go. Industry is not going to come to Burke County if the schools are not good. And my sister, Dr. Angela Williams, much smarter than me, runs our school system. And I run the sheriff's office. The schools are good. Law enforcement is good. Industry will come. That's my contribution to Burke County. Am I taking full responsibility for economic development? I am not. But I have a part to play in that. And you're not going to invest your money into our county to create jobs if people don't feel safe. It's my job to make sure when you want to go to Walmart at night to pick up a carton of eggs, you can go do it without worrying about getting robbed. I've been in office for 8 years. Let me tell you this statistic, just this one statistic. Before I took office in 2017, they'd have 8 commercial robberies a month.
8?
A month.
Okay.
We've had 8 in 8 years. 8 commercial robberies in 8 years.
That's a major change.
We're not playing around.
That's a major change.
I used to get a grant for from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety because we had an average of 13 people a year dying on our roadways from vehicle accidents. We're down to single digits, about 7 a year. 6 to 7 a year for the last couple of years. We're not even eligible for the grant anymore. We worked ourselves out of that grant opportunity.
That's a good thing.
That's what we're doing in Burke County. We are changing lives. I'm not focused on writing tickets for revenue. Now, do we generate some revenue? The speed cameras in the school zone has been a big deal. We've collected $400,000 in the last 8 months or so. And people are fussing about the tickets. They never say, John, that I wasn't speeding. They just say, well, I've gotten 2 or 3 tickets. I got 3 tickets before I knew about the first one. That's not on me. You call me, if we can help you, we'll help you. We're not in it for revenue generation.
Okay.
We're just trying to get people to obey the law and be safe.
In other words, slow down.
Yeah, slow down. If we can help you, we will. We'll help you. We're not going to enable you.
Okay. Okay.
We are. That's what we're doing. There's no secrets to this.
Okay.
There's no secrets at all. We're just good to people.
Just
and change lives.
Alfonzo, I got to revert back to my notepad. I just added some.
I don't see as many questions as you're asking.
Well, they there. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. Barbershop Talk Live World. I cannot make these questions.
The host is the only one that can see.
Yeah, these questions. Question number 9.
All right.
Question number 9. Now, these questions are so simple; they can't be hard to you. Okay. So, question 9 comes from one of the neighbors down the street.
Okay.
Neighbor down the street asked me a simple question: is we just came out of a thankful season. We just came out of a holiday season. So they just want to know, what are you thankful for? Simple.
Simple.
Simple question.
Simple. Look, I am thankful for the team that we have. I am thankful for our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who makes this all possible, who sustains me, who gives me the understanding, who helps me navigate day to day, who is going to hold me accountable. When I stand before the judgment and he pulls out that Lamb Book of Life, I'm going to have to give account for all the good and bad I've done.
Okay.
He helps me understand that no matter how good I think I am, goodness don't get you into heaven.
Right.
Works don't get you into heaven.
Okay.
It's by grace, and I know that his grace is sufficient. I'm thankful for his grace and his mercy.
Okay. So Barbershop Talk Live World, I urge you to get into this conversation. We still have time for you to give us a call at 706-426-1533. Again, that's 706-426-1533. We got a caller from. We got a question from the floor.
Yeah, we have. I don't have a mic.
Okay. Okay.
Towards Alfonzo, they asked about the food truck.
Yes.
Do you have a food truck laying in Burke County? I'm assuming.
Food truck.
That sounds like something my friend Jeray wants to do, but look, we got enough food in Burke County. I don't know about the food truck, but
you know what you're talking about, right? The food truck festival that they have here.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing, and I think we would love to do something like that, and we're working on that.
Okay. Okay. Barbershop Talk Live again. Don't forget, any question, no questions off limits. Call us at 706-426-1533. We'll be glad to answer any and all questions. No questions off limits. Alfonzo, I don't know where these questions coming from. They're so simple, but I got to ask the question. Remember, I'm good. The people want to know.
The people want to know.
The people want to know. This ain't mine. All right. So question 6.
Give me a hard question.
You want a hard question? All right, here
You've been throwing a lot of softballs.
Here goes a hard question. Hard questions come from Mr. Johnson down the road. Mr. Johnson.
A lot of people down the road.
Yeah, a lot of them. They know you was coming. They know you was coming. Hard question coming from Mr. Johnson. He just want to know what the 3 Ps mean to you.
The 3 Ps.
What they mean to you. Mr. Johnson say, do you make sure you ask him what the 3 Ps mean? I'm going to tell him the 3 Ps. So here go the 3 Ps now, Alfonso.
Let's
the
hear
3 Ps means what's your potential, what's your passion, and what's your purpose.
All right. I thought you were going to throw me a hard one. Look,
that's Mr. Johnson.
I am
old school.
Passionate about service to mankind. People think that, some people, not everybody, some people think that there's this hidden agenda. What's he up to? What's he trying to do? What's he going to run for next? I can tell you, looking in this camera right here, right now on Barbershop Talk Live, John, I'll never run for another political office.
No.
I'll never run for another. People say to me, are you going to run for governor? Are you going to run for Senate? First of all, I'm not even smart enough to do it, or maybe I'm smart enough not to do it.
Okay.
I have no political aspirations beyond the office of sheriff.
Okay.
Sometimes I wonder why I signed up for this. And I had a friend who said, well, sometimes you get more than you signed up for. I love my job. I love what I do. Sometimes I think I signed up for, I got more than I signed up for.
You did.
I'm not sure I signed up for all this.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to take it on.
Okay.
And as long as I have the job, I'm not going to do it badly.
Okay.
You hear all this stuff about he's over budget, he can't stay within budget. Don't believe the hype. What I have decided I'm going to do is, as long as I have the job, however long that is for, I'm going to do it right. See, now, people are going to be safe. See, they're going to be served.
I'm trying not to go to question 2.
Go to question 2.
Question 2 is that you just answered question 2. Well, you pick it back into question 2. Okay. In other words, the people say that you're spending too much money.
Yeah.
And people say you putting the city in a hole, you putting the city in a deficit. We don't have the money to do what you're trying to do. Again, what you said earlier, you brought in three officers or 3 employees, and you paying these folks too much money for the job that some people say they don't deserve.
Well, I think
and
some people say that because they're black and they're
No,
making $85,000 a year. I know you didn't expect me to say that, John.
See,
I'm gonna look in the camera.
Are
and
you
say
saying
it.
it's a race thing?
Hell yeah, it's a race thing.
Now, Alfonso,
and some of them are black too.
so you telling me?
You don't think it's all white?
Wait a minute now.
It didn't have to be. You don't have to be white to be racist.
You telling the people the barbershop talk
Some of
loud
it is just
world?
ignorance. People, $85,000 a year. Let me tell you this. I said this to my public information officer, and you know Monique very
Right.
well. Monique has 20 years of experience. She is able to hang a shingle from Georgia Southern University,
Okay.
a good school,
Okay.
and 20 years as an anchor woman, reporter, public information officer, and I bring her in making $85,000 a year, and then you get all these people reporting things like he's paying her too much. Really?
Not enough.
How do you know that?
Right.
Or I have deputies who will say things like, I put my life on the line every day, and I only make $45,000, and you're paying that lady $85,000. Well, and you know what I say? If you want to do what that lady does, then go get the experience she has, and then apply for the job that she has.
Right.
I brought in an IT professional who just retired from the Navy with 20 years experience. He was an IT chief in the Navy. 40 years old, just retired after 20 years of service. He's making $85,000 a year. I tried to hire an IT professional at $55,000, and we didn't get anything.
Right.
We advertised for a position. The going rate is what it is.
Right.
It's $85,000. If you want to make what he makes, get the experience that he has.
Okay.
My friend Elam Richard, who is 30 years in experience in law enforcement. 30 years experience.
Okay.
Here in Augusta.
Okay.
He was the lieutenant over narcotics for all of Augusta. I brought him in. He's making $91,000, and they say that's a lot of money. Let me tell you this, John. I said to you earlier, people are either in search of truth or doubt.
Right. Right.
If I told you that we have some lieutenants and captains at the Burke County Emergency Management Agency, our ambulance service, I just started in January making $122,000 a year. If I told you there was 13 people at the EMA making $130,000 a year, that's overtime included, that don't have anywhere near the employees I have.
Right.
I have 140 employees. These people supervise 5 or 6 people.
Right.
It's all a facade. It's so unfortunate that intelligent people believe what they hear on the news.
Right.
Or what they read on social media.
Right.
They're not in search of truth, or they would go file an open records request and get the documents and prove. You're saying that I'm paying these 3 people, these 3 black people that I just hired, they're making $85,000, $91,000 a year, and people are saying, but that's too much.
That's too much.
How do you know that's too much?
Right.
How do you know what is too much? You know, until you, I can show you a whole lot different.
Well, let me ask you this question. Now, this is a quick, crazy question.
Yeah.
When you hear those reports, you hear those thoughts, you hear those comments, why won't you come on as your leader and address those issues to the point where I know you're doing it here on Barbershop Talk Live.
Because those who are
that.
in search of truth will go find truth.
Okay.
And those who are in search of doubt are going to, there's somebody watching this show saying he's lying.
Okay.
He's lying because they're in search of doubt.
Okay.
The people who are in search of truth, now that they've heard I said there was 13 people that make more than I make, that don't supervise anywhere near the number of people I supervise,
Right.
I'm saying it on public.
Right.
Go get the documents.
Right. Public records.
It's not, my job is, I'm intentional about changing lives every day. I'm not going to have the tail wagging the dog where I'm going to be running to social media every time somebody puts something out there, because the people who are predisposed to know the truth will go search for the truth.
Okay.
Lazy people will listen to the news and believe what they hear on the news.
Right.
That's about as dangerous, John, as saying, well, the police locked him up. He must be guilty of something.
Right.
You know how dangerous that sounds?
Right. That's dangerous.
And I'm a law enforcement officer.
Right. I got you.
So people who say, well, it's on the news, you know, when you see this guy from Channel 12, I don't even want to call his name and give him any credibility, he'll put a document up there and say, oh, that's a big campaign donor that he did a favor for, and it's $500. He had to overlook 15 people that gave me $3,500.
Right.
And people will say, oh, well, he's doing favors for his big donors.
I heard that.
Yeah, you heard it.
I heard it.
People who want to know the truth will go investigate that.
Okay.
People who are looking for doubt will just believe what they heard.
Okay.
That's about as dangerous as saying, well, the police locked him up. He must be guilty of something.
Well, Barbershop Talk Live, again, you still have time to get into this conversation. You got a question, you got a comment, please, man, please, sir, put the question on the screen or give us a call at 706-426-1533. Again, that's 706-426-1533. No question that you got, no question you thinking about, no question you want to ask. It's off limits. Whatever.
Nothing.
Whatever's on your mind, we'd be glad to hear. Remember, I don't want to know, he don't want to know, the people want to know. So make sure you let the people know what's on your mind. We'd be glad to hear from you. Now, Alfonzo, there's something that's been brewing and it's stewing and all in me for a while, and I've been thinking about this thing, and I don't know, because sometimes I be hearing stuff in the news, I hear stuff in the social media, I hear stuff that goes on around the city, and also in your big little hometown, the Burke County, Burke, down capital of the world, and I even hear it in Waycross.
All right.
I hear
made its way to Waycross.
Made it way all the way down to Waycross. I be hearing about this stuff. So sometimes it's you don't know if it's the truth or the not. Like I say, people are in search of doubt or whatever. So here go me. I just want to make sure there's something come out. You a great baker. I'm a great baker. Now let me tell you what.
Wow.
You talk about how you be baking. Let me tell you how I be baking.
You bake this pound cake?
Let me tell you. Listen. Barbershop Talk Live.
I'm a pound cake connoisseur now.
Listen.
I'm gonna know if it's homemade.
Listen. Barbershop Talk is always live. You never know what can and will happen. So when you tell me, you ain't just telling me, you telling the people the Barbershop Talk Live world, you know how to bake.
I can bake a little bit.
Don't fool me now.
I can bake.
Now listen, Barbershop Talk Live, this is my work.
Wow.
This is my work. Now before you peek at what I put together, I want to let you know what this is.
All right.
I'm gonna let you know what this is. Barbershop Talk Live world, this is the old-fashioned socket Timmy cake.
Socket Timmy, all right.
Socket Timmy now.
Socket Timmy.
Now
you didn't buy this from KJ's?
KJ's.
I know they sell one called Socket Timmy.
Listen, I've been socking it to me all night. So if you don't know what I'm telling you, this is it.
All right.
We
get the sample?
We get the sample. Let me get a napkin. The DJ bring me a napkin because again, this guy.
DJ bring us a napkin.
You talking about you been baking?
Yeah.
I've been baking.
You've been baking.
I do more than just cut hair.
Okay.
I do a little more than just cut hair. I do a little more to get in front of this camera. I do some baking. Now I'm gonna see what you know.
Without further ado,
let's see this socket Timmy. Let's see this socket Timmy cake, baby.
Well, you know, people eat with their eyes.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Look at that.
All right.
Look at that.
All right.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. Barbershop Talk Live is always live. You never know what can and will happen. So
did your wife dress it up?
Hey, I'm telling you.
You put the icing on yourself?
I've been sucking it to me all night, baby. Listen,
look good.
You want to cut it? You want me to cut?
I want to cut my own.
Go cut your own cake. Barbershop Talk Live is always live. You never know what can happen. You talking about you baking, I'm baking. I'm been putting my foot in it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, this is called Barbershop Talk Live Socket Timmy foot cake.
Well, you know I'm all about service, so let me serve you.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, bro.
There you go.
All right. Wow.
All right. There
Well,
you go.
look. First inspection, eating with my eyes, man. It looks good.
It looks good.
It looks good.
Okay.
So it's moist.
Moist. You see that?
Yeah.
You see that? Barbershop.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
I feel it.
You ready?
Nice. I'm ready.
Okay. Let's see what we're working with. Socket Timmy.
Oh wow.
Barbershop Talk Live. He just been socked.
Look at that.
Hey, John, put the lid back on it.
Yeah, put the lid back on it. Put the lid.
Yeah. We don't want it to dry out. Yeah. No, this is good. This is delicious. This is it. Look how flaky that is.
You see that?
And moist.
I'm telling you.
I don't need any water.
You need no water. It's going down so easy. Barbershop Talk. Listen, you never know what can happen. Let me sock it to myself.
That's good.
John, I need a receipt. I gave you a receipt for that cake. I need my money back for that cake.
You never know what can happen with
Good
Barbershop Talk Live.
Thank you, brother.
Now, did I outdo myself?
You outdid yourself.
I did myself.
You outdid yourself. I approve.
If you want a piece of cake, stop by Barbershop Talk Live, 1927 Olive Road. We still have more cakes for you. Listen, call us if you want to get a slice of cake. It's here for you at 1927 Olive Road. Good cake.
I can't talk with food in my mouth, but
good.
You talk about service to mankind. Mm-hmm. My mother, all our lives, when people were in bereavement, down on their luck, had a potluck at church, she always baked pound cakes.
Okay.
And we take on the persona of our parents.
Okay.
And that's how I got into baking cakes.
Oh.
So I'm the only sheriff that bakes cake for people in bereavement.
Okay.
Night before last, I stayed up whole night long, keeping my new grandbaby, Sir Ace and Gilchrist, whom I love, and baking cakes for some family. I had a retired teacher who was a big supporter who passed away this week, Mrs. Hamilton. Baking for her and her kids, or for her kids. She passed away. Baking for Pastor Sabrina, who celebrated her birthday on yesterday. That's what I do. I love Judge Brown, Judge Craig. I had to make sure for the new year they had a fresh pound cake of mine on their table. It's what I do. It's service to mankind. That's one of many ways we deliver that service.
Barbershop Talk is always live. You never know what can happen on Barbershop Talk Live. Listen.
Can I finish this?
Burke County Sheriff's Own just approved this Suck It To Me cake. We've been sucking it to you all week. Now we just suck it to you. Finish your cake and enjoy yourself. Listen, if you want to be a guest on Barbershop Talk Live, I encourage you, please, man, please, sir, you can inbox me. You want to be a guest on Barbershop Talk Live to talk about your product, your event, or your service, what you have for the community, please inbox me or just call me at 706-426-1533. Again, that's 706-426-1533. Barbershop Talk is always live. Listen, don't forget about what we got coming up in the next few weeks. We got some stuff going on. We already told you earlier about the Grown and Sexy Party. That's February the 15th at the Elks Lodge. Tickets on sale. Go to the website and find out more information, or call my good friend DJ J. Will at 803-215-3838. That's 803-215-3838. And again, that's DJ Will's phone number. Grown and Sexy Party coming up real soon. Get your tickets. Listen, CSOA Barbershop Talk Live, I urge you, and I told you earlier in the show, if you have a black business, you want to expand, you have a black business you want to grow, you want to have a black business you want to just make better employees, call my good friend, or you can also go online, mygabc.org. Again, that's mygabc.org. That's Augusta Black Chamber, my good friend Ronnie West, and also Shagrayla Hammond. They're heading up that organization. Get in contact with them. Again, that's mygabc.org. And listen, if you don't have your ticket now, shame on you. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the old school 70s party. I'm talking about the old school 70s party coming up on April the 19th right here in Augusta, Georgia, downtown Augusta Commons. Listen, it's going to be a crazy party. I'm talking about Troy Jackson, South Atlantic Band going to be on the stage. Also, if you know him, you've seen him all over the CSRA and all up and down the highway. Tony Howard and the Motowners, they're going to be on the stage again at the 70s party at Augusta Commons. Listen, please, man, please, sir, don't forget about the headliner we're putting on this show. The headliner, you heard them back in the days. They still bringing the funk. Lakeside. I said it, Lakeside will be on the stage. They're going to be our headliner for the 70s party right here in Augusta, Georgia, April the 19th. So listen, go to Eventbrite, get your tickets. Go by Angelic Community Resource, get your ticket. You can also stop by Jay's Place Barbershop 1927 to get your tickets. Crab King, Cafe 209, unique candle design. So many places to get your ticket. So many places to get your token. Listen, right now we're doing a 2-for-1. Buy one, we give you one for a limited time only, and that time is just about up. So listen, you still have time to get your tickets at the old school 70s party. Listen, get your Afro wigs, get your bell bottoms, get your big old earrings. We can have a funky good time. Soul Train line, Soul Train Scramble Board. This is a HIV fundraiser for Angelic Community Resource and also Magnificent Seven putting this event together. Remember, it's a HIV fundraiser. We're going to keep yourself educated. We're going to keep yourself tested. We're going to get you to know what's going on with your body and also with your health. So again, HIV fundraiser, 1970s party at Augusta Commons, April 19th. Looking forward to seeing you, and especially you. So get your tickets. Get your tickets to the 70s party right here in Augusta, Georgia, April the 19th. I already called the fire department. The fire department is already on standby because this party is going to be hot. I called Burke County Sheriff Department. They're going to come down. They're going to be hot too. So listen, if you want to see an Afro wig on this guy, come to the 70s party. You want to see him in some heels, come to the 70s party. He still have the fish shoes. Come to the 70s party. Burke County own will be at the 70s party. It's going to be so crazy. So listen, you want to be out there by yourself, come see Burke County's own sheriff at the 70s party. I already know he's going to be there having a funky good time with the Afro.
I don't know about the Afro. We might have the shoes.
We might have the
fish in there. You know? We might do that.
We do that. It's going to be crazy. Listen, as we always do, before we go, is there any way we want to get in contact with people? Is there a website? There's an email? There's some kind of Burke County page they can follow, see what's going on in the city of Burke County?
Yeah, follow us. We're big on Facebook. Monique has done a really good job since she's taken over,
Okay.
and we had some folks who were working before that. We have a great team of people. Our entire team is great. But you can follow us Facebook, Burke County Sheriff's Office on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And 706-589-1163 is my personal cell number.
Okay.
If I don't answer, send me a text. I
Okay.
prefer text over calls. I get 150 calls a day. It's hard to keep up.
Okay.
I can't keep up. I don't know. I'm not complaining about the job.
No.
I'm not complaining about the job at all. But it's busy.
It's busy.
It's busy. And I think sometimes people think because you're the sheriff, maybe you got enough Indians to go do the job, and the chief sits around and does nothing.
Right.
I'm involved. I'm engaged. I'm planning. We're thinking strategically 5 years out. We have some legal matters that we're about to undertake. We just are not getting treated fairly by our commission.
Right.
And there's a lot going on every day.
Okay.
I'm very active, very involved. But if you'll text me, I really do try to respond to our calls. I prefer text messages. It's hard to listen to voicemails and instant message on Facebook. I have 4 sisters. People are sending messages by them. People are sending messages by my mom if she goes to the senior center.
Okay.
The phone is ringing in the office. The phone is ringing constantly. I'm not complaining. I just need, sometimes I'll call somebody back and they'll say, I called you a week ago.
Right.
I know, but and what I want to say, which I don't say,
Right.
so did 500 other people.
Right.
I love people. I'm connected. One of the downsides to being so accessible, people call my phone before they call 911. You know, if you're a Fulton County sheriff, maybe you don't have to worry about that because that's never going to happen.
Right.
In a town of 25,000 people, people will call me and say, I just hit a deer.
Okay.
And you'd be thinking, well, why didn't you call 911?
Yeah.
I mean, I just happened to answer the phone, but it's 9 o'clock.
Right. Right.
Or people don't see when I sit in my driveway for 2 hours, in the truck for 2 hours after working a 12-hour day,
Right.
on the phone returning calls.
Returning calls. Right.
Or mitigating situations.
Right.
Or these people watching some of these news shows don't understand, well, you know, the guy's on his way to jail, he's calling the sheriff. Well, he ain't calling from the back seat of the patrol car. Maybe a family member's calling.
Right. Right.
That's what we do.
That's what you do.
It's just who we are. I'm going to serve mankind. That's what I do every day. I'm intentional about that.
Okay.
And people have access to me.
Right. And that's what you want.
And it's tough.
You want to be accessible to the people.
I want to be accessible to the people.
Okay.
And I think when people stop talking to me, I got a problem.
You got a problem. You got a problem. So, Burke County's own Sheriff Alfonzo Williams is here. I enjoyed the conversation thus far, and I know you will do bigger and better things in the years to come, in the weeks to come, because people have voted for you. They entrusted you. They believe in you. They supported you. Again, 73% of the votes. 73%. That's a large margin. You know, because again, as I said earlier in the conversation, you started campaigning at the age of accountability.
I'll take that.
That's when you started campaigning.
Something.
So a lot of people watched you. Right. A lot of the public paid attention to what you was doing. So at the age of accountability, they say, if that boy ever do something, I'm going to support him. If that
They
boy
have
ever,
done that.
They have done that.
They have done.
If that boy right there ever become somebody, I'm going to support him. And you've been campaigning since the age of accountability.
I like that.
Yeah. So Barbershop Talk Live World again, support your sheriff in Burke County. Get behind him, whatever he's doing, whatever he's trying to do for your city, for your county. Support what he's doing. His record speaks for itself.
Yeah. You know, the majority of my career was right here in Augusta.
Okay.
I mean, it's where I spent the majority of my time from 19 on up. It's where I've been most of my life. I went back to Burke County. But, you know, I've always done that.
Okay.
Even when I was removed a little bit. I worked in Columbia County, Richmond, Burke, but I've always been accessible to the people.
Okay.
I've always done what I could within reason to help. And look, sometimes helping people is locking them up.
They need the help.
Sometimes it's understanding that we need to put away people that we're afraid of, not people we're mad at.
Right, right.
My nickname when I worked for the district attorney's office, and I worked there 7 years under Danny Craig, Ashley Wright, who both Superior Court judges, was defense attorney.
Okay.
So, yeah, like a defense attorney, you're always trying to defend somebody.
Right.
So these people think it's like it's some surprise when they see on the news that somebody called me and I helped them.
Right.
I want to help people.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm not enabling them.
Right.
But it's my job to help and to try to get people to improve their quality of life.
Simple.
That's what I'm all about. It's really simple.
It's simple.
It's really
It's
not
simple.
hard.
That's simple.
It's not hard. It's
And,
not hard
and,
at
and the
all.
crazy part about it, we had a very simple conversation tonight.
Yeah, we did.
I enjoyed everything we
All
talked
from
about.
the heart.
All from the heart. So listen, Barbershop Talk Live World, if you enjoyed the conversation, if you did not enjoy the conversation, don't matter, we did.
We enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy this conversation, we did. So listen, in exchange for you enjoying this conversation like we did, I got to challenge you.
What's the challenge?
I got the challenge. You know how we doing Barbershop Talk Live. There's so many different challenges. And here is it. This is the first challenge flag of 2025. This comes,
Throw the flag.
Matter of fact, this is a challenge flag that came from Atlanta Falcons.
Is that right?
Atlanta Falcons. And my DJ brought this here straight from
Okay.
doggone I-20. So this is a challenge flag came all the way from Atlanta Falcons.
All right.
They told me to rise up.
I just got into sports about 2 years ago.
Okay.
I enjoy watching football. I don't know
Okay.
a whole lot about it, but I'm learning.
Well, I'll tell you what they do.
I do know the coach does a challenge flag when he
Right.
disagrees with a ref.
Right.
Right.
And the way football works, you get the ball and put it in the end zone.
I know you can't do it the last 2 minutes of the game. I just learned that a few weeks ago. Right? I'm learning something.
You learning something.
I'm learning
You
something.
learning something.
Yeah.
You
I finally learned the difference between the NFL and college.
Right.
Yeah. I was that naive.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there.
You getting there. You getting
getting
there.
there.
Okay. Well, see, that's not your role. You the sheriff.
That's right. That's right. I didn't play high school football. I wish I had.
Okay.
But throw the flag. What's
Yeah,
up?
here's the challenge flag.
All right.
Alfonzo, here's the challenge flag. Simple challenge flag. I can't make this stuff no simple. Your challenge is so simple. Continue to serve.
All right.
Continue to be a fixture in the Burke County Sheriff Department and in the county of Burke County to the point where your 73% will become 85%. Your 85% will become 100% because you have a challenge to make sure that those persons that didn't vote for you, they see what you're doing for the city, see what you're doing for the community and for the county, they'll get behind you and support you. So
John,
keep
you know what
serving.
I say every day? I was talking to a friend of mine who's a judge, and he said, you know, Al, 33% of the people are just not going to support you.
Right.
I don't care what you do.
Right.
You're not going to get 33% of them. He said, you got 72% of them, so you only missed 28%.
Right.
So you're ahead of the game.
You're good.
If you 28% instead of 33%, you're doing okay. Somebody's going to be mad at you because you arrested them. Somebody's going to be mad at you just because they see things differently. Somebody's going to be mad because the one time you couldn't do the favor they wanted. They're mad about that. Some are going to be jealous. Some are not saved.
Right.
Not everybody gets saved at the same time.
Right.
Not everybody is God-fearing.
Right.
I used to have a boss who said if everybody's thinking alike, somebody's not thinking.
Somebody ain't thinking.
So I don't ever want a situation where 100% of the people agree with me.
No, you're right.
Because we'll get beside ourselves.
Right.
We become arrogant. The Bible says if you humble yourself, I'll exalt you, but if you exalt yourself, I'll humble you. You know?
That's true.
I'm just trying to be humble.
Just be humble.
I'm not a crowd pleaser. I'm not trying to make people happy every day. I'm trying to do the right thing and hope that people understand what we're trying to go.
So basically what you're doing is keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple. And that's what we try to do at Barbershop Talk Live. We try to keep it simple. We want to give you some simple questions, get a chance to win something. And if you pay attention to this conversation, I want to give you some simple questions. Can I give the people some simple questions?
Give them some simple
Listen,
questions.
Barbershop Talk Live World, he's been challenged. Now I got to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you with 3 simple questions. 3 simple questions. And if you paid attention to these conversations, listen, I got something for you. I got a $25 gift card from Red Lobster. Will be coming your way if you answer these 3 simple questions. Listen, $25. Red Lobster. If you pay attention to this conversation, you get the questions correct, you can call us at 706-426-1533, or you can put the question on the screen. We'll make sure we answer any and all questions, and we'll check those questions. 3 simple questions. Remember, 706-426-1533. The question first one is simple. First question is simple, Alfonso.
Right.
First question is simple. The first question is, if you pay attention to this conversation, you got the first question correct already. Who is the first person that gave him this opportunity to get into the law enforcement and train him? That's a simple question. You pay attention to the conversation, you know the question, you know the answer. What is the name of the person that trained him at age 19 to the point where he is now? That's a simple question. You pay attention to the conversation, get ready for 2 more questions coming towards you. Now here's another simple question. You got to pay attention to this. I said it earlier, he said it earlier. What is the biggest county in Georgia? If you don't know this question, shame on you. What is the biggest county in Georgia? If you don't know this question, shame on you. But listen,
He wants his home.
I want to know the
He's trying to
biggest
get it
county
right.
in Georgia.
Yeah, he's trying to
What is the biggest county in Georgia? You listen, there's a second question.
Oh, you mean without swampland?
Commercial break number 2 coming up. Again, the first question is, what is the name of the person that gave him his training? at age 19. Also, the second question is, what is the biggest county in Georgia? If you don't know the question, get back and get onto this conversation. Listen, the third question is so simple. I'm going to add something to this question. I'm going to give you a ticket. I'm going to give you a ticket to the 70s party, April 19th. Listen, this is crazy. Barbershop Talk Live. You never know what we can do on Barbershop Talk Live. Listen, $25 gift card belongs to you to get the question right. Also, a $25 gift card along with a ticket to the 70s party, April 19th, Augusta Common. Lakeside is the headliner. Listen, here's the third question. Here's the third question. You better get this question correctly. I just want to know, the people want to know. It's simple. Simple, like you say, it's simple. It's simple.
It's simple.
You ready for this simple question?
Yeah. You can party and then take her out to eat.
Take her out to eat, party, whatever you want to do, but get your Afro wigs together. Get your date together. Let's have a good time. Listen, the third question is very simple. For Barbershop Talk Live, we want to know, how many years has he been in law enforcement? How many years has Alfonzo Sheriff Williams been in law enforcement? You heard the question, you heard the comment, you heard the conversation. Get the question correctly. Again, the first question is, what is the name of the person? They gave him his training at age 19 to get where he is at now. And also the second question is, what is the largest county in Georgia? Listen, the third question is, how many years he been in service? How many years he been in service? And can I just throw a 3B, 3A question on here?
Throw it in.
Throw it in there.
Throw it in.
This just me. This is Barbershop Talk Live.
All right.
Who's the best baker? Who's the best baker? Sheriff Alfonzo Williams of doggone John Milton, Barbershop Talk Live. Listen.
If you want a cake, you can get it right. You got good hair all day. You got time to bake.
Yes. Again, who's the best baker? Socket Timber Cake is right here. We still have slices for you. Come out to 1927 Olive Road to get your slice. Go back to the first three questions. Who is the person's name that trained him at age 19? Again, what is the biggest county in Georgia? And also, how many years he been in law enforcement? You get those questions correctly, gift card belongs to you. Barbershop Talk Live, give you a $25 gift card, the Red Lobster, and also a ticket to the old school 70s party, the 1970s party at Augusta Common, April 19th. Let's do it.
Let's do it, brother.
Let's do it.
Thanks for that.
Do we have an answer to the question? Do we have an answer to the question, DJ? Okay, we're going to go back and watch the footage, and whoever get the question correctly, come see me at 1927 Olive Road, and we have those prizes for you. You enjoyed the conversation?
I enjoyed it, brother.
I enjoyed it.
It's been great, man.
I enjoyed it.
Thanks for the opportunity.
I appreciate it. Listen, you are the first guest.
That means a lot, man.
You're the first.
I think it means a lot to come out and talk to the people, and not everybody can do what you've done, and that is call up the mayor or the sheriff and or school board members and all these folks and get them on and get the message out. I appreciate what you're doing. I can't do what you do, but I can show up on the show and tell you what I'm doing.
Tell you what you're doing.
And I just appreciate the opportunity to talk to the people. What I say comes from the heart.
Okay.
My PIO gave me a list of questions that you might ask, and I said, I don't need that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Whatever I answer, I'm going to say from the heart.
Right.
And that's who I am, is what I espouse. Anybody watching this show that knows me, works with me, knows what I do every day, what we do every day. We got a great team. I love it. Thank you.
And the people want to know.
People want to know.
People want to know. And the people want to know, if I do come through Burke County speeding going to my hometown,
Yes.
I'm going to do right. I'm going to do right.
Tell them Fonzo is your cousin. Man, you know Fonzo.
That's my cousin.
That's where they started off. That's my cousin.
That's my cousin. He know my mama. My mama know his mama.
Right. Big mama and them. You know, I mean, Fonzo. If you say Alfonzo, they won't know.
Yeah, Alfonzo.
Yeah, he really ain't related to him.
There you go. Barbershop Talk Live, again, we are glad for this conversation. Again, keep on tuning in to Barbershop Talk Live. We're going to continue to bring you great guests, great information, great education. So again, we're going to just have a good old funky good time. Comical, serious, educational, enlightening, informative. That's what we try to do at Barbershop Talk Live. So again, keep watching. Now, Alfonzo, we always get out here a certain way. We always leave out a certain way. There's no particular way how we get out of barbershop.
Brother, I told you last, I have no rhythm. And the only way we can mess up this interview is for you to ask me to do some kind of
You never know.
Dance or something like that.
Well, see, Barbershop Talk Live is so crazy, I don't know what I'm going to do sometimes.
Okay.
That's the good part about Barbershop Talk Live. So again, by you being the first guest on Barbershop Talk Live, you have graced us with your presence and told us what you plan to do and what you are doing in Burke County, and we appreciate that. So for the people that's watching Barbershop Talk Live, and I have already said Romans 13, 1 and 2.
Romans 13, 1 and 2.
God chooses the leaders.
He does.
Already said that.
He does.
And the people of Barbershop Talk Live, they believe that. So that being said, we know that you're a God-fearing man. We know that you believe in the word. We know that you try to preach the word and walk the word. We believe that. So Barbershop Talk Live, we're going to get out here a simple way, a different way. We're going to do something simple that we always try to stand by and abide by.
All right.
We're going to ask the first guest of Barbershop Talk Live, Burke County's own Sheriff Alfonzo Williams, to pray us out of here.
I can pray us out of here.
Okay.
I'm a member of Forest Hill Baptist Church in Keysville, Waynesboro, Burke County.
There you go.
I can do that if I can't do anything else.
So listen, tune in to Barbershop Talk Live next week. Our guest is going to be ready in the hot seat. Get your questions ready. Get your iPad ready. Crazy good time. Get forward. If you want to be a guest, inbox me. You want to be a sponsor, just inbox me. But for now, we're going to see you next week on Barbershop Talk Live, 6 o'clock. Like and subscribe to our Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. Pray us out of here, Alfonzo. I appreciate you.
Father in heaven, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for giving us the audacity to come on the Barbershop Talk Live and talk with John and his crew about the goings on, about the service to mankind. We realize that we are your hand and your feet until you return to take us all home with you. Lord, we love you. We adore you. We thank you. We thank you for our team. We thank you for Burke County. We thank you for all of our constituents. We thank you for being the sovereign, the deity. We thank you for all that you have done, all that you intend to do for us. We ask these and all other blessings in thy son Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Again, Barbershop Talk is always live. Listen, stop by Jay's Place Barbershop, 1927 Olive Road to get your slice of this Psychic Timmy. Get your slice of this Psychic Timmy cake. We're going to keep on sucking until you bring a great guest for weeks to come. We'll see you later.
Barbershop Talk. Barbershop Talk. Barbershop Talk. At Jay's Place. Barbershop Talk. 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 At Jay's Place. Barbershop Talk. Everything's on the table.